Hello, this is a short video presentation on the sum and product of roots of a quadratic equation. When we say the roots, we're actually talking about the solution. All right, roots, zeros, and solutions are used somewhat interchangeably. All right, so let's look at an equation. X squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. And now I'm going to solve this. And hopefully you recognize that factoring is the easiest way to solve it. X minus 3, x minus 2 equals 0. And we set this factor equal to 0. X is equal to 3. We set this factor equal to 0. X is equal to 2. Now, the sum of these roots, or solution, is 3 plus 2, which equals 5. The product, 3 times 2, is equal to 6. Now if we go to our original equation, we see both the number 5 and the number 6 in this equation. X squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. This is the product. And this is the opposite of the sum. The sum is positive 5. Here it's negative 5. Well, let's look at a different one. X squared plus 5x minus 6 equals 0. And again, we're going to factor x plus 6, x minus 1 equals 0, x equals negative 6, and x equals positive 1, setting this factor equal to 0 and that factor equal to 0. Now, the sum, negative 6 plus 1, is equal to negative 5, and the product is equal to negative 6 times 1, or negative 6. Now when we look at our original equation, 5x minus 6, negative 6 is our product, and our sum is negative 5. This is positive. This is the opposite of the sum. So, we're going to see if this holds true one more time. 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 equals 0. In factor, this is a little trickier. 2x and x plus 3 and minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. My solution is x equals 1/2 and x equals negative 3. Now, I'm not going to show my work, but the sum equals negative 5/2, and the product equals negative 3/2. The sum, I got a common denominator of 2, added it up, product, multiplied across. Well, now, this doesn't really hold. Plus 5x minus 3 equals 0. My product is, oops, I made a mistake here. My product is negative 3 halves. But here it's a negative 3. My sum is negative 5 halves, but here it's a 5. The difference between this problem and the last problem is here my coefficient is 1, here my coefficient is 2. This product business and the opposite of the sum only works if my leading coefficient is 1. So if I divide by 2, divide everything by 2, I get x squared plus 5 halves x minus 3 halves equals 0. And again, I see that minus 3 halves, right here is my product, and the opposite of this number, negative 5 halves, the opposite, positive 5 halves, holds true. So the rule we're going to use if we have ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and we divide by a, divide everything by a, 0 divided by a is just 0. The product is equal to c over a, and the sum is equal to the opposite of b over a. All right? So if I gave you 3x squared plus 5x minus 6, you would just divide that by 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. My product is negative 6 divided by 3, and my sum is the opposite of this number, 5/3. Likewise, we can use this idea to write the equation of a quadratic equation. If I said, write a quadratic equation, write a quadratic equation with roots of (1) and -4. The sum is -3. The product is -4. My equation then is x squared equals, having troubles here today. My equation then will be x squared minus the sum of my roots times x plus the product equals 0. So in this case, x squared minus -3x minus 4 equals 0, or x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals 0. And that is an equation that has the roots of 1 and -4. All right, give your homework a shot tomorrow, and I hope this made a lot of sense. Have a great day.